From the moment a child opens their eyes to the world, a mystery begins. Does that child already carry within their heart a hidden belief in God? Or is everything, every prayer, every ritual, every sacred word, merely the result of brainwashing by culture?
This is not a small question. It is one of the greatest puzzles of existence. If religion is natural, then disbelief is unnatural, a rebellion against our own nature. But if religion is brainwashing, then faith is nothing more than a cage built by parents and priests, locking minds into traditions. The stakes could not be higher, because the answer shapes the destiny of every human being. As in previous episodes of the series, I have explained that Islam does not hesitate in its answer. It tells us with certainty that every human is born with fitrah, a pure natural state of belief in one creator. It is not learned, not borrowed, not taught. It is as natural as hunger, as instinctive as breathing. The Quran declares, "So direct your face toward the religion, inclining to truth, the fitrah of Allah upon which He has created all people." There is no change in the creation of Allah. That is the correct religion, but most people do not know. Surah Ar-Rum 30:30. This is not metaphor. It is a statement of reality. Belief is built into the human being. The Prophet Muhammad said it more directly. Every child is born upon fitrah. Then his parents make him a Jew, or a Christian, or a Magian. Here the Prophet is showing us something profound. The soul of a newborn child is like a compass already pointing to God. Culture only shapes the outer identity. A Muslim child in Makkah, a Christian child in Rome, a Hindu child in Varanasi, all of them are born with the same inner program, fitrah. Society only paints the labels, and even before birth, Islam teaches that every soul once stood before Allah. The Quran reveals a scene hidden from our memories, but alive in our essence. When your Lord took from the children of Adam, from their loins, their descendants, and made them testify of themselves, "Am I not your Lord?" They said, "Yes, we testify." Surah Al-A'raf 7:172. This is the covenant, the mithaq. Every soul once acknowledged its creator. Life is nothing more than a test. Will we remember or will we forget? Religion is not brainwashing, it is remembering. Christianity too speaks of an innate connection with God, though it explains it differently. The Bible says, God created mankind in His own image. Genesis 1:27. This is the doctrine of Imago Dei. Humanity bears the mark of the Creator. Paul the Apostle wrote, "For since the creation of the world God's invisible qualities have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse." Romans 1:20. And St. Augustine gave a confession that still resonates. "Our hearts are restless until they rest in you." Christianity therefore also believes that humans are inclined toward belief. But unlike Islam, it teaches that this inclination is corrupted by original sin and needs redemption through Christ. Islam, on the other hand, insists that the fitrah remains pure, waiting to be rediscovered. Hinduism explains this question through the ideas of Atman and Dharma. The soul, eternal and indestructible, carries impressions, samskaras, from life to life. The Bhagavad Gita declares, "It is better to perform one's own dharma, even though imperfectly, than to perform another's dharma, though perfectly." Religion, in this worldview, is not entirely taught by society, but arises from the eternal journey of the soul. Yet unlike Islam's clear monotheism, Hinduism spreads this truth across countless deities and philosophies, often blurring the straight path with layers of mythology. And then there is atheism, the sharpest opposition to all of this. For the atheist, religion is not natural, not eternal, not fitrah. It is nothing more than brainwashing. Sigmund Freud, in The Future of an Illusion, argued that religion is mankind's fantasy, a projection of a father figure onto the universe. He wrote that we invented God to escape fear and helplessness. Richard Dawkins, in The God Delusion, went further. He said religion is like a virus, a meme that infects children before they can resist. He points out, if a child is born in Makkah, he becomes Muslim, in Rome, Christian, in Varanasi, Hindu. For Dawkins, this proves that religion is just culture, nothing more. Daniel Dennett, in Breaking the Spell, argued that religion is not truth but a byproduct of evolution, a side effect of survival instincts. To the atheist, humans are not born religious. They are programmed by society. This sounds convincing, doesn't it? But then science itself enters the stage, and the atheist argument begins to crumble. Here is where modern science enters, not as an ally of one side or the other, but as a witness that complicates the picture. Psychologists studying child development have found something remarkable. Children seem naturally inclined to believe in agency and purpose. Justin Barrett describes this as a teleological bias, a tendency to see intention behind everything. Ask a child why rocks exist, and they might reply, so animals can sit on them. This bias makes belief in gods almost inevitable. Pascal Boyer explains in Religion Explained that human brains are wired to detect patterns, agency, and hidden forces, because in evolution it was safer to mistake wind in the grass for a tiger than the other way around. The result is a mind that instinctively sees design, purpose, and invisible actors, the psychological soil in which religious belief easily grows. Neuroscience adds another layer. Stimulating certain regions of the brain can produce mystical experiences, feelings of transcendence, or encounters with a presence beyond the self. Are these experiences mere hallucinations or windows into another reality? Science cannot answer, but it reveals that belief is not foreign to the mind. It is built into its structure. So where does this leave us? The evidence is overwhelming. Atheism insists religion is brainwashing, yet science shows belief is natural. Hinduism admits to eternal truths, but clouds them in many gods. Christianity recognizes our longing for God, but ties it to original sin. Islam alone gives the full, clear picture. Every child is born upon fitrah. Every soul once testified to its creator, and life itself is a test of remembering what we already know. And if you are still undecided, then consider the suspenseful choice that lies before every human being. If atheism is right, then death is silence, and all faith is illusion. But if Islam is right, and the evidence points to it, then every prayer you whisper, every restless thought about life's meaning, every tear in the dark is not brainwashing at all, but the echo of an eternal covenant. The Quran closes the case in words that pierce through all doubt. This is the religion of truth, but most of mankind do not know. Surah Yusuf 12:40. So ask yourself, were you brainwashed, or were you born remembering?